while.
This time, on Highway Thru Hell, a nasty wreck becomes a high-angle test
The python will pull straight up.
for Jamie's newest weapon.
Hold it.
Then,
Watch it. Getting tight.
a tug-of-war
Hold it, Dylan.
for Ken and Dylan. And
What the?
a tough break for Carrie,
I got it covered.
working dad's wrecker.
Who's been using my truck?
Tonight's goal is just getting home in one piece. Got her.
As night falls near Hope, British Columbia, trucks heavy with logs head down out of the hills.
The logging truck went off the road. We're gonna pass it off to Mission Towing.
A 25-ton wrecker is on its way to the accident.
We're headed up to the east side of Manning Park on Highway 3. We have a logging truck rolled over.
Mission Towing's Ken DePerrin winds his way up a narrow, icy logging road to reach the wreck.
Oh boy, that's a steep hill to get up in there. We're sliding.
The road is not that good.
Tonight, Ken has to work in the dark to be off the active logging road by morning.
We're lucky to make it up. Come on, baby. Keep walking, keep walking. I'd like to get this road open here.
Ken's considered a legend in backroad recovery.
In 1971, I started driving tow truck, and I still don't want to get out of it. I still love the heavy towing.
I look up to Kenny Dupron as being one of the best recovery guys in the business.
Here we are.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's really in there. Look at where it is.
Boy, that's a big job.
The fully loaded logging truck lost traction, left the road, and plunged down into thick trees.
And that corner was solid ice. The front tires probably caught the ice, and that's what sent him over. Very dangerous corner.
It's a tall order, even for an off-road veteran. So tonight, Ken's brought in his lead operator, Dylan Greenwood.
Well, what's it look like, Dylan?
A rolled over logging truck.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's a good guy to have out there because he's a lot younger and a lot stronger. It makes a big difference.
Well, it's in a hole, isn't it?
A little bit.
I stuck it in the front.
Yeah.
Ken is a great guy to work with. He's not your boss out there, he's working with you.
You can run this job today. Okay, Dylan, this is your problem.
Jeez. Well, we got our work cut out for us here.
Yeah, a little bit.
No kidding.
Definitely the biggest job Ken and I have worked on together.
I really don't like this hill. It's pretty steep, and so it's gonna be working against us.
Something that you're not seeing could break or hit you, because twice as hard to do it in the dark as it is in the daylight.
Nasty. It's real nasty.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option. On the Coquihalla Highway,
Heads up, guys, heading southbound. There's a truck in the ditch.
Ricket swerved, and now it's off the road. Unknown injuries.
12 miles north of Hope, Jamie Davis heads to an urgent call.
I think it's fairly recent. Yeah, the military's just starting to show up.
We had a call from the police department. Apparently the driver's trapped, so we're hustling to get out there.
Oh my, look at this. Might know if the guy's all right or not.
Okay, we're coming up on the job here now. Looks like it went just off-road right. There's the lights of the cab. Let's see what's happening.
A tractor trailer lies at the bottom of a 70-foot embankment.
Want a strap to hold it open?
And a search and rescue team is on scene, trying to free the driver.
It's always a good deal when somebody can get out of a truck and walk away from a crash. Looks like quite a mess, eh? Looks like the trailer's broken right in half.
The tractor trailer hit an icy patch and lost control. Landing on the edge of a tree line.
Pretty mangled. This thing's just totally demolished, so we'll be here for a few hours. This is a big job.
On the icy logging road,
I'm gonna have to flip it. You're gonna have to pull it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to both the tires and roll it.
Yeah.
Ken and Dylan face their toughest wreck of the winter.
Let's flip it.
Okay.
They'll have to first separate the rear trailer and drag it up the bank.
This one here, I'm just gonna double.
Lines are rigged.
Okay, got it? Okay.
Come in tight.
Yeah, bring her tight. Driver.
Okay.
Dylan releases the hitch that connects the two trailers.
We're close. Okay, I'll bring her over. Beautiful.
Let me get in the position up top.
Using two lines, Ken's truck will keep the rear trailer stable, while Dylan pulls it up the slope.
There we go. Okay. Take her away.
Okay.
Let off just a bit, Dylan.
Okay. So those logs are coming with it. Yeah,
We got a log on it.
good. You got 2, 3.
Well, let's see if we can flip this thing.
Go ahead. Coming to you.
All right.
We got it, we got it.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
The trailer is still pinned by logs.
Okay, slide her right out from underneath that log.
Chase with that front line.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up.
There you go, we're 2 down.
Once that log goes, we'll be better. She's coming really good. Let me slide this right out. There you go. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But this stage of the recovery was the easy part.
Beautiful.
Good.
next one. That's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a very tough pull to get that out of there. Very tough pull.
Holy mosey.
Got a log on it.
On a remote logging road off Highway 3,
There you go, we're 2 down.
Mission Towing's Ken DePerrin
Coming to you.
and Dylan Greenwood
Chase with that front line.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
have wrestled the rear trailer of a logging truck up onto the road.
Beautiful.
We're out for the round 2.
Now they have to haul up the tractor and front trailer. A 45,000-pound pull.
The trailer, that's the easy part of it. You get to the truck, now you're dealing with weight.
Let's pull the back end out first to get that clear of the logs.
Yeah.
Ken decides to winch up both units at the same time.
Take your way, buddy. Get a little pull down.
Thought, let's just try it, bring it up as a unit, and see how it pulls.
How much more?
Keep it going.
But first, they have to flip them back onto their wheels. Winch lines from Ken's truck will roll the tractor and trailer, while a single line from Dylan's truck will try to stop the wreck from sliding back down.
Let's hook her down.
I'm gonna tighten the front. Is it ready?
Yep, it's ready. Attention.
Hey, Dylan, get up and tighten yours up for the back.
Yep.
Here, you tight?
Good. Start winching, Kenny.
Okay. How are we looking? Is it coming over even?
We're looking good.
Yeah, I see the whole unit's coming, eh? Don't pull it, Dylan. Don't pull it.
Not pulling.
Just hold it. There we go. It's coming. We got her. We're winning.
All right.
There we go. Perfect.
A textbook flip.
All right.
Well, we got logs to the rack. We gonna have a problem?
But
Shoot.
they're not in the clear yet.
How many?
We got 4.
4 of them. Okay. She's fighting us all the way, this one.
As we shifted the load, it moved a couple more logs into the trailer. Would have probably been out of there 2 hours earlier if we didn't have to deal with the logs.
Craig, we're gonna get these logs off.
I'm hoping for them just to fall down here, and it'll be good.
Swamper Craig Hookey steps in to clear the logjam.
Okay, hang on.
Craig is a buddy of mine from Newfoundland. He's a cement finisher, but in this time of year, he doesn't do much of that, so he comes along and helps us.
Careful, Craig. Careful, careful, careful.
Ken and Dylan can't drag the wreck with 14,000 pounds of logs on it.
Let's throw this line up here on this big one. That'll pull it out of there, and hopefully they all fall down that way.
So Craig has to wrap a strap around the timber to pull it off.
Got her.
Okay, bring it in.
Okay.
Okay, watch that log. It doesn't kick you.
The logs were like pretzel sticks where they were over across each other. You never know which way a log's gonna go. They can hit the bank and kick up.
I think give that one a little bit more of a tug, eh?
Great, Dylan.
Careful.
Just give it a push.
I'm gonna pry it off.
Careful, careful, careful. Watch it. Watch it, watch it. Ah. Go. Whoop.
Back on the coke.
Holy, that's one wild ride.
Quite a mess, eh?
Jamie sizes up a wreck that's wedged into the side of a forest.
Pretty mangled. Wouldn't mind kind of investigating the back of this thing a bit, see what it's like on the other side. It looks like the trailer's went rested on a tree and gone right through the top of the roof, but you can see the whole roof's torn in. Basically, once the box is compromised, it makes things difficult when you're trying to do the recovery. Apparently, there's not much in here. I don't see anything spilling out of here. The snow's really deep here. It's a bit of a pull. You're 50 to 75 feet down, and there's 2-3 feet of snow as resistance.
But Jamie has to put the recovery on hold until morning.
We'll have to wait till it gets a little lighter and traffic control gets here. This is a big job, so maybe keep the lights turned on for another month here with this job.
"56 miles southeast.
When he fell, my heart just goes bang, you know. I thought, oh, wow, is he gonna be all right?
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh.
I put a little too much into it.
Too much muscle.
That's Snoopy style.
Yeah.
It's a close call for Ken's buddy Craig.
Yeah, it would be a messy situation if somebody got crushed underneath those logs.
Ooh.
Oh, it's been a dirty job.
Yeah, it turned into a nightmare, eh?
The logs are off the wreck,
Just about got enough.
Hang on, Kenny.
but the job isn't over
There you go. Tighten her up again.
until Ken and Dylan pull the logging truck up the 40-degree slope.
We'll just slide her right up on the road is our plan. He'll get the back end up and I'll hook onto the front end and suck the front end up.
To conquer the steep hill and the soft ground, the two wreckers need to coordinate in a kind of off-road tango.
With the angle of the ditch, it made sense to bring the truck up on pretty much the same angle as it went in. So as I'm pulling it up the hill, he's keeping it straight.
Okay. Take her away. You're sliding on your left, Dylan.
You need to carry it at the same time, Kenny.
Yeah, okay, but just keep her going.
You got no choice now.
Getting tight. Losing my footing here. Getting tight. Losing my footing here.
3 hours into a battle with an overturned logging truck,
You're sliding on your left, Dylan.
Ken and Dylan are gaining ground
You got no choice now.
until
Chain let go.
Bar came off.
The weld let go on that. It flew off the truck really fast.
Okay, if you
Okay,
back,
let's get this on
take
the
that
pin
one
on
off,
the
I'll hook
front.
it on the front.
Yep.
Ken and Dylan will have to find a stronger point to rig to
How much more you need?
About 10 feet.
and reattach the line. Just as the first logging truck of the day arrives before dawn.
We got logging trucks here now. We gotta get this out.
Now you're thinking, gosh, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Let's go, go, go.
Until the wreck is up, the logging trucks will have to wait.
Oh, brutal.
Looking good?
Good.
Okay. Take it away, Dylan.
About time to let go of that center line.
Let go of the center one, Kenny.
Good, just wait. Let me get this a bit to move in. I'm losing my footing here.
I was really worried about the ice on the road. That corner was really slippery.
Gonna break loose on me, I think.
I've had it happen before where the wreckers will start to slide,
She's twisting me here.
and then there's no stopping, away they go.
I think it's gonna slide back on me.
You gotta go with that front line, Ken.
Okay, pull the front one.
She'll dig.
She's coming.
Go, Dylan, go.
There's not enough room to pull the wreck up beside them. So Ken and Dylan have to winch it up between them.
Keep going.
And finesse it in sideways.
We actually suspended that truck just about in midair coming up over the top of the bank.
Bring her right to you.
We slid it right up sideways and slid it right up in between us onto the road.
Let her down a little bit. Just a bit. Down. Beautiful.
We made it.
Nice. Nice job. There we go. Let's get this hooked up and get out of here. Good job, Dylan. Good job, Craig. That was a big job.
Push it back.
Big job.
Here, hold it.
That's the type of job that you can run into out in these places, remote places. We got to get down the road now, let the loggers up here.
We had a few little hiccups through the job, and I think we worked as a team. I'm proud of them, both of them.
In hope, Jamie is just beginning his own battle.
Last night, tractor trailer flipped over on its side on the coke. The tree went right into the side of the trailer, so the box is, got a big hole in the side of it.
The job is Jamie's first chance to use the latest truck in his fleet, the Python.
It's a new toy. Just got it in town, and it's my secret weapon. This is a pretty powerful machine. 22-ton capacity.
The classic 1601 Holmes record just arrived from California.
This truck is 28 years old, has 66,000 original miles on it. I'm excited to take it out and see what it'll do.
For the Python's debut performance, Jamie heads to last night's wreck, followed by wreckers 47 and 126.
This is its first time on the Coquihalla. Going to be its first wreck, so it'll be interesting how it pulls.
Southbound, you got a vehicle recovery. Stay in your left lane. Yeah, must have been a fun ride.
Jamie's cousin Paris is on scene to lend a hand.
It looked like it was a scary ride down the hill for the driver.
The lightly loaded semi lost control and launched off a steep bank before slamming into a row of trees.
I'm gonna bring the little truck in here and try to tag onto the rear ends, just see if it'll come up.
Jamie positions the Python near the back of the trailer.
We're gonna put a chain on each rim on here, and we'll just see how this thing pulls this up.
His lead mechanic, Brian Rash, is also on scene.
So I need a couple of half-inch chains to go in the rims.
Okay. I'll see what I got. Okay, I'm gonna reattempt my entry.
At 59, Brian's been keeping Jamie's vintage trucks running all winter.
Oh, yeah.
The veteran heavy mechanic has limited heavy rescue experience, but Jamie's keen to turn that around.
Oh, look at that. We're kind of going back to old days where you had a small town garage and the mechanics run the wreckers when they needed to.
I think we have landed.
Pull this line on this side.
Doing heavy recovery in the mountains is really a young man's game. But Brian is one hell of a worker.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, both in? Yeah, good.
We're gonna give this thing a pull with a python, and I wanna see what happens.
How's he doing with the chains?
Jamie's got 3 trucks lined up for this job.
That's caught. Y'all both in? Yeah. Okay, let's see what she'll do.
But to see what it's really made of, he'll strike first with the python.
Putting it on a big, huge monster truck wreck, this is gonna be the test of all tests. Okay, boom up.
All right. Stand back first. Stand back first. So we'll suck up the lines and fish it in.
It's a high-angle stress test for Jamie's latest old-school record.
Okay, boom up.
Running solo, the python is attempting to heave a semi up an extreme incline.
Stop, stop.
It's a steep hill, and it was having a hard time. Something's gonna break. So we backed off. Everything has its limitations.
Okay, let's bring 47 right beside me, okay?
Okay.
Experiment complete.
And we'll get 126 on the front end.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
Jamie now arranges his trio of trucks for a full-out assault on the wreck.
Okay, stop there. Put the blocks under.
Down the bank to rig onto the tractor.
Holy.
Brian discovers a tall problem.
That tree just sawed that sleeper right in half. That is wild. Damn.
There's a tree embedded right in the cab. So, bit of an issue there.
If we pull straight ahead, we're gonna do more damage. The tree's gonna rip this, sleeper unit completely apart. The customer might want to repair this truck, so what we need to do now is pull this truck straight up the bank.
Jamie's trucks will have to work together. 126 will free the tractor from the tree, while the python and 47 pull the trailer.
Now I gotta come up.
I'll pull the front end up. The python will just pull more straight up.
For the plan to work, Jamie, Paris, and Brian must winch in unison.
That's good. Okay, going ahead.
126, it's got faster winches on it. So 3 of us are all eyeballs back and forth. Me and Brian have to make sure we keep up with Jamie. We don't want to get behind.
Little on the bottom. Keep on the bottom one, Paris. Keep pulling.
It looks like it's coming up just perfect.
Here it comes. Coming out of the tree.
There we go. There's down.
Yeah. Let's put the lift down a bit.
But the battle to drag up this wreck is far from over.
Top one a bit. Keep that trailer on the same angle. And now suck this winch line in. Whoa, careful, careful. Winch up.
We're pulling it sideways and the resistance is starting to catch up with me. The snow will form around it and grab that vehicle and increase the load, actually.
Want me to jump in there and turn the wheel?
I don't know, wish somebody would.
Want me to try?
Yeah.
Paris will try to turn the front wheels uphill as Jamie pulls the wreck.
Are you good with that, Paris?
The bank's incredibly steep on this job. I was a little bit worried it was gonna fall over. Anything can happen.
Being inside of a truck when you're pulling it up the hill and turn the steering wheel, you know, you're kind of on an angle and you're not straight up. For Paris, he's probably thinking this is a little sketchy. There's always a chance something could break.
Hopefully we don't snap a cable and Paris goes for a ride.
Hate the way it's coming out on such an angle.
The bank is over 50 degrees.
Okay, pull it. Pull.
The wheels are biting into the ground and pulling the rig back down the hill.
Pull. Whoa. Keep going. Pull.
At the side of the Coke, Jamie's cousin Paris teeters on a 50-degree slope.
That's balls right there, man.
Fighting to keep a semi's wheels pointing uphill as Jamie tries to winch the wreck up to the road.
The hardest part of the recovery job is really when the truck just is about to crest the crown and get onto the road. Everything's at its peak. And it's often the point where you can have a fail is right there.
You know, I'm almost falling out the passenger door, so we'd like to see the truck come up with Paris and not go back down the hill with Paris.
You coming out?
Yeah. Hard holding that steering wheel.
Traffic control shuts down the highway as Paris repositions the Python.
Brakes. So we're gonna freewheel it ahead another 15 feet or so. Get the back end on the road. Let's pull together.
Okay.
For the final pull,
Okay, let's see what it'll do.
Paris guiding the Python. Jamie on 126.
There we go.
They've got the tractor beat,
Hold on, Paris.
but the trailer is still trapped behind the snowbank.
It's pushing against you. The loads on the trucks, loads on the winch lines. So it's very challenging for us.
We got it. It's all out.
There it is. Beautiful recovery job. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Thanks, Dan.
Good job, cousin.
Put it on.
Okay, man. See you out of here. Later. Thanks, buddy. You bet.
These two guys, I mean, they're both very competent, really cool to have guys like that on the team.
Well, I'm not gonna let my cousin down. Come on, you know, you gotta look after him, right? You know, bought him a coffee this morning and a donut, right?
They still cleaning up this mess? Well, they're hooked onto it, moving.
I was really excited to see how the Python would work out. I'm impressed by what it lifts. It pulled every bit as good as the others. It's pulling like a champ, this truck. Unbelievable.
That's rated pretty good, eh?
50 miles west of Hope.
Well, you got rain, more rain, and lots of rain.
A sudden downpour hits Highway 1, creating hazardous conditions on the main route to the coast.
2 trucks tangled on the freeway there right at Watcom.
A collision between a semi and a B train loaded with lumber shuts down one of the highway's westbound lanes.
Al shouldn't be too far behind me there. You'll meet him here shortly.
Al Quiring's Green Goblin hustles to reach the wreck. But this time, it's not Al behind the wheel.
Driving Dad's truck, it's pretty easy. Just like another toy in the toolbox.
It's Al's 23-year-old son, Kerry.
Dad and Gord are both busy. You can't say, oh, I'll send someone else. I work for family. It's not like that. So I took my dad's truck, and I didn't have any second thoughts doing it.
Driving a stolen vehicle, basically.
I'm just trying to fight it, tipping.
Over the last year,
lift.
Al's been letting Kerry loose to tackle bigger jobs.
I'm not as quick as my old man, but he's got another 25, 30 years on me.
But running solo in his dad's 50-ton is a first.
Everyone thinks it's my dad until you open the door and you hop out.
What do you got going on today?
The cops are like, oh, you're driving this? Do you even have a license? I said, yeah.
Tell yours, truck and trailer going to the yard there?
Yeah, I can't see anything else happening.
Okay.
They're gonna move up for you.
I'm under the gun to open that highway for the cops. People are slowing down both ways to look and see what's going on. It's very stressful because now if you screw up, everyone sees it.
Watch out, man. I'm pulling ahead.
Kerry moves the rig ahead to prep it for a longer tow down the Trans-Canada Highway.
There's not much room on that stretch of highway. It's very dangerous.
Traffic is flying by you, and there's always the chance that kerpow, something is going to happen.
I'm working on pulling the drive line out.
What the? Handle broke. What?
You always got to check up on the kid. You always got to make sure the kid's okay.
Yeah, I got it covered there, Gord.
Yeah. Well, I imagine he's under a lot of pressure right now. He's got the cops there, he's got the highways there, he's got traffic backing up, and he knows that time is of the essence.
Now leave me alone.
The cops were expecting me to tow it, one way or another.
What the?
Westbound moving to Watcom? Moving slowly.
On a backed up stretch of Highway 1, Kerry Quiring's using his dad's truck for the first time to get a disabled semi off the highway.
What the? Handle broke.
But the job is fighting him every step of the way.
The hammer breaks, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, what will my dad do in this situation?
Kerry draws on some old Quiring family know-how, using heavy pliers to loosen the drive shaft, then knock it out with a bigger hammer.
To be a wrecker operator, you gotta think on your feet. Either you fail or you succeed. I can tow it safely down the road without worrying about any damage. I'm very relieved. All these truckers think, oh, Big Al's got this. Meanwhile, they don't realize it's me.
But Kerry's got more than his dad's reputation weighing on him.
It was the first time taking his truck out by myself, and I wanted to return it without breaking anything.
Here's the hammer.
Let's see the hammer. I could just see his eyes light up right now because you know how he is about hammer handles.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. He'll find it.
No, I can't do that. Old handle. He's probably had that for 20 years. I'm not going to hear the end of it.
Who's been using my truck and towing what? What got towed? You're driving a stolen wrecker?
He's driving a stolen wrecker, too.
Breaking things.
What did you bust?
Oh, the hammer.
No.
Broke a hammer.
What?
My dad does take great pride in his tools.
I've broken lots of hammers. I've broken tons of things. I've put lots of dents in vehicles, too. So if that's the worst of it all day, we're okay.
Heading out to the valley from Hope, Jamie and the Python have one more job lined up today.
Thought I'd make a trip down to see Ken. I'm on a quest.
A special delivery for Mission Towing.
Kenny had a really cool Holmes 1801 wrecker called the General. His dad, Wally Sr., used that truck for a lot of years and sold it to a company in Ellensburg, Eastern Washington. So I've got that picture blown up, and I'm gonna go give it to Kenny.
Jamie Davis.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Brought you a little present.
A little present.
Yeah.
What's this do to my arms?
I went down to Ellensburg.
Oh, wow.
And I tried to buy your old truck, but I was late by a month. Have a look at this.
Look at this. Wow, is that ever nice?
That was kind of the last picture at their place before they sold it to a guy on the East Coast. I wanted to buy that truck and use it because it still has a lot of life left in it.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah. It was still beautiful from when you guys had it.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
And so we put it in a frame and brought it up to you.
Well, that's really nice.
'Cause
Thank you very much.
I'm on my quest to buy old homes.
Old homes.
I think what the older equipment does for me is it brings you back to a time when things were simpler.
Geez, I really like this. Thank you very much,
no,
buddy.
No.
Nice of you to bring that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
thank
Nice
you,
to see you guys.
Nice.
See
See you,
guys.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Thank
see
you.
you later.
Behave yourself.
Try to.
Yeah.
Good luck. Looks good.
Paid for.
That's in nice shape.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. That's good seeing him.
Yeah, nice to see that.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh my God.
A wild ride
Holy crap.
and a terrified trucker.
I'm upside down in the ditch over here.
Then,
I'm gonna give you my advice.
I'm gonna ignore it.
showdown for Colin and Kelly
I'm gonna catch up a bit. Kelly!
on a rocky recovery. And Al tackles a tight squeeze. This time, on Highway Thru Hell, a load of pipes and a power pole.
Yikes.
Has Kelly in a tight spot.
Catastrophic failure.
Then,
If you make a mistake here, you're going down.
a rough mountain road leads Jamie
Steep, eh?
to a high-angle job. And Al
The more loads that come, the stranger they get.
races a storm
Everything could go wrong.
to push a massive convoy up the coke.
It's pretty windy around Chilliwack.
If you're dead heading eastbound out here, that wind's gonna get your attention.
In BC's Fraser Valley, high winds and sub-zero temperatures have caught locals off guard.
Holy, she's a howling here.
Generally, the Fraser Valley doesn't get a lot of snow, but this winter it's like being on the prairies.
For Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue, the tough weather's only added to the busy start at his new base in the valley.
We set up shop there in Chilliwack, and it's getting busier and busier, and there's lots and lots of opportunity out there.
Big storm hit out here, but you never know what to expect on a job like this.
This morning, the brutal conditions have Jamie's brother Kelly
Kind of makes you feel like you're out in the Arctic tundra, eh?
looking for a lost wreck on a country road.
Just heading over to do a recovery on a heavy piece of equipment, not sure what it is.
This winter, my brother Kelly is helping us out on some jobs. I can rely on him. Get or not, that's him.
Here we go. Looks like a big load of pipe up there.
A semi hauling a full load of pipeline has slid off the road.
How the heck's it going?
I do got delivered it today, so you want to get it out, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it was just sheer ice, so he touched his brakes, and the truck didn't make the corner at all.
Nice.
Right up against a pole. The trailer's jackknifed. The truck's half on a ditch in a precarious angle.
Yikes. This is a tough one. The problem here is we've got the landing gear dropped right on the road, so the road's frozen. When we go to just pull back on him, that'll rip that landing gear right off. So we're gonna try and do it without damaging his trailer at all. I want to lift his back tires up onto the land, then I'm able to pull the whole unit back. We're gonna have to lift with one line, and then I'm gonna do a low pull to get underneath so we don't cut the guy's trailer up. I'm just getting this one line into position and tugged up. Deep ditches out here. We got a culvert here to worry about. The tires or the axles can get caught on that, and we could rip parts out of his truck. I might even get blown away.
The wind chill, the blowing snow, the wind is strong enough that it can actually blow a man right across the road.
Showtime.
The entire load weighs more than 100,000 pounds. Pushing Kelly and his 50-ton wrecker right to the edge.
You know, any of our lines could potentially break.
Can't believe this, man. The road's starting to break away, and it's right over that culvert. So yeah, that thing could just pummel right into the ground. Those straps could break. We got live wires going on, so a number of things could happen. Catastrophic failure.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option. Away from the storm, 40 miles east.
Haven't been up here in a long time.
Jamie heads up a Forest Service road near Harrison Lake to tackle a job a local operator couldn't finish.
He's called us to give him a hand on the East Lake Road of Harrison. Yeah, we're on the gravel now.
Jamie's also brought backup.
Everything okay back there, Paris?
His cousin, Paris.
Hey, James. Pretty good here.
It's also the first time Jamie's taken his newest classic record, the Python, off-road.
Things hanging up there.
Yeah, pretty bumpy ride, eh?
I feel like I'm riding a Bronco here. Looks like there's been an avalanche here and the road's been opened again, but that's another issue we gotta watch here too is, you know, falling rock. This is a big area. Ooh. Quite a ways down. Forest Service roads aren't maintained like a regular highway. You gotta be really aware of your surroundings and aware of what you're doing. You know, we're hanging on the side of a rocky mountain edge here, so if you make a mistake here and you get too close to the edge, you're going down.
We're just up around the corner here, so.
Okay. Now where it is, right there? Yeah.
Jamie gets his first look. A pickup truck, 70 feet down.
So it's hung up on a log.
Well, it's hung up on a rock or something there, right?
A boulder wedged under the truck. Put the job on hold.
The whole back end is actually resting in the air, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The pickup was coming down the mountain road when it hit an icy curve and barreled down the bank, landing on the rock.
Is this the owner here?
Yeah. It was crazy. First time on a dirt road. We just came around this corner over here and lost control, fishtailed out, and tried to correct it, and it just went over the edge.
I don't think we're gonna be able to pull it sideways. It'll roll over on itself, right?
Uh-huh. The big rock is really the big issue here.
Back down in the valley.
Well, this way it'll keep us away from the power lines.
Kelly is in a battle with a pipeline truck in a tight spot.
It's not going good. We're getting closer to that culvert, which I don't like. Some of the lines go and the road lets go. Kind of worried about it if it's going to flip nose deep. Can't believe this, man. See, the road's already starting to give way from the weight.
But Kelly has another problem. A power pole is less than a foot away from the tractor.
We got live wires going on, so.
That possibility of it sliding into that power pole is probably about 80% if it wasn't pulled properly. It's a scary deal.
I want to get away from that pole.
Kelly comes up with a new plan.
I'm going to rig up down this side, and we're going to pull them sideways up.
Working from the driver's side of the wreck, Kelly will run 2 lines to the frame, and with the help of the trucker, try to steer his rig around the pole.
You could hear the electricity crackling through the air. And you know it's just looking for a way to get to the earth to ground out. It's something you want to think about. You have to think on your feet. You have to know how you're going to attack the job.
Now we got 2 lines. Time to drag her.
Kelly must stand in a blind spot.
I don't know.
To work his winch lines, unable to see how close the wreck comes to the pole.
It's kind of tough. You can't see what you're dealing with.
I'm gonna pull you back, keep your wheels cranked to the left, and kind of keep a look for me in the mirror. No, hard over, hard over. Whoa! Little bit more!
In the Fraser Valley,
hard over, hard over.
Kelly Davis is trying to recover a 100,000-pound wreck.
Whoa!
Inches away from a utility pole.
I don't know. I just hope by the tow lords that that whole thing moves sideways up the ditch. And away from that hole.
That truck could have slipped into that hole and gone up against that power line. And then you've got live wires jumping all over a steel load. That's the biggest fear I had.
Turn your wheel to the right!
With help from the driver,
to the right, hard!
Kelly has to gently guide the rig backwards.
Hey, your tractor only! We got live wires. This is pretty intricate.
Until finally, it's past the pole.
Okay, straighten your wheel out. Okay, cut it to the right. Good, straighten it out. Let it have a wind. Try to back up and see what you can do. Okay, good. That's a win, baby. Now that's hooking at its best. And I didn't need another guy doing this or that. I just did it myself.
To go out there and be able to do a tricky recovery like this without anybody else, it's a big thumbs up.
Kelly got the job done.
Looks like they might be pulling that truck up. Be careful on a couple of the turns there, eh?
On the Forest Service Road near Harrison Lake,
I think we should pull it that way and just be on an angle.
Jamie is planning his next move.
It looks like a big rock.
To recover a pickup truck 70 feet down a steep slope.
I'm gonna try to pull it that way. I think what'll happen is it'll just go over top of it. One of the biggest challenges is getting the unit off the big rock.
The wreck wouldn't budge for a local operator and his 4-ton truck.
Do you want me to put a stable line on it so it doesn't roll over?
But you can have tension on that side.
Jamie and Paris have brought some extra muscle to finish the job. Jamie's 22-ton Python is perfect for the recovery, but he needs to avoid blocking the active logging road.
Yeah, you never know, we might get a log truck.
Oh, they fly through here.
I know.
Yeah.
Coming around this corner here right now.
Sounds like there's a truck coming. I hear a semi.
You'd think a logging road is actually not very busy, but in fact, there's lots of business going up and down this road.
Can they get by okay? Uh-oh. Good, made it.
With the Python on one side and the 4-ton on the other, the two wreckers will try to slide, then slingshot the pickup off the rock and up to the road.
Steep, eh?
I'll go over, Jabe. You just hang out here.
I'm not a heights guy. I get close to the edge and I get a little nervous. I'm like, ooh, get back from that.
Ah! Makes it easier on an old fat guy.
Paris takes one for the team.
Careful.
To rig onto the wreck.
You're on the axle?
I enjoy giving Jamie a hand. You know, I don't have a problem helping out my cousin.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll put the boom out and up, give it a little bit of lift.
The Python has a lot of the old school, and it combines that with hydraulic capability. It's a 22-ton truck on a single axle. So a little more manual labor, but it does a lot of work.
Okay, here it comes. Anything? You pulling too?
I got locked on it.
The rock is still hanging onto the wreck.
Everything has limitations, and a guy needs to know when, hey, I'm pushing it. You know, enough's enough. Know when to stop.
Okay, we better do something else.
Now you wonder why I was having trouble, eh?
Biggest issue here is really being hung up on the rock. You know, you can't move the rock. Hang on, let me put the jacks down.
Jamie plants the Python's outrigger.
Okay, we'll try it again.
To stabilize the wrecker for a more secure pull.
We've got the truck sideways to the load. We're keeping the lane open, so using side legs, we can actually stabilize the tow truck so we can complete the recovery.
Slow but sure, eh? Wow. So it's away from the rock now, eh?
Yeah.
The next challenge here is really getting it back on the road and up the steep bank.
Coming. Careful, careful. Holy moly.
There it goes.
Wow.
High up above Harrison Lake.
Holy moly.
Jamie is testing the limits of his vintage Python wrecker.
Wow.
On a 70-degree slope.
These original old school wreckers really are recovery brutes. They pull till the cows come home.
Hang it like a yo-yo.
With Jamie's 22-ton and the 4-ton working together,
I'll get it just up and over and we'll stop, eh?
the wreck is finally up the bank.
I'll let you start taking it your way.
Okay. He's gonna get onto the front end. So we're gonna put a block in his line, and as he's pulling up the front end, I'll boom down and basically turn it right around, and then he can hook it up and take it away.
You just want to use a single?
Well, let's put a low line too. It's coming good.
There we go, that's what I was after.
Okay, we're good. Kind of fun to be doing recovery work out in the mountains like this. Out of the office, we're having fun. The Python did a wonderful job. I love my old school trucks.
Thanks a lot for giving us a handout here on this one.
Yeah, no problem. This is really, really cool. One of the best things that could happen to me is to get a call like this and go up the mountainside and winch all day long and just winch myself around in circles, and that's what I did.
The plows are working north now, guys. About an hour ago, there was all rain, and in a couple of seconds, it turned.
By 10 p.m. on the Coquihalla Highway.
Yeah, we're blocked just below the shed here. Is Gord around? Yes, Gord is around here.
Acquiring Towing's Gord Boyd is back on the mountain.
Oh, we got another one spun out.
Gord's behind the wheel of the same 50-ton wrecker he's operated for years.
I've been driving this truck now for about 7.5 years. 800,000 clicks, 18,000 hours. Starting to get a little tired.
Starter off in the basement, lock everything in.
Every truck has had its time, and that truck is beginning to be a lot like a hand grenade with no pin in it.
Well, there he goes.
And that truck there, it's time to let her go.
It's Gord's last night in the tandem wrecker.
Probably 110,000 pounds total weight. Fight to get up this hill.
In those critical conditions on storm protocol, you need to have reliable equipment.
It's killing me.
So it's important that we change out Gord's old truck for a new one so we have that reliability.
I hope the new one's as good as this one is.
Gord's truck may be ready for retirement. But Al Quiring's powerful wrecker has more battles left in it.
We're just going to help an oversized load up over the snow shed corridor.
At the base of the mountain, near the town of Hope, Al is dispatched to a massive job. A 300,000-pound generator.
This move is an A-game move. There's only one chance to get through that corridor. It's another day on the Coquihalla. The more loads that come, the stranger they get.
The oversized load is 164 feet long and 22 feet wide.
Morning, Al.
Good morning.
You can't take a chance with a commodity like this. Everything involved here is probably well over $5 million. Get her, Al.
But tonight, Al and his wrecker will not be pulling.
I'm going to be at the back end pushing
He's gonna push off the wishbone here, you bet. There's our driver. Oh, we'll get him hooked up.
A tractor will tow the colossal load up the coke, while Al adds more power from the rear.
We're gonna be using double trucks. Only responsibility that I've got at the back is give them the throttle when they want it and give them an anchor when they need to slow down.
Is everybody ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go to work, boys.
The heavyweight convoy is also under a time permit.
How about it, Al? You on this one?
Yeah, copy.
They need to make it to the city of Kamloops, 115 miles away, and get off the coke before dawn.
Just go off to your right, so you stay away from the streetlights. Gotcha.
We're putting a load of horsepower on the front bumper, pushing this load up the hill. The trick is not to push harder than he's pulling so we don't send that trailer for a loop-de-loop.
As the convoy climbs the coke,
Temperature is dropping kind of as we speak.
freezing rain starts to pour. And higher up the road, there could be snow.
Temperatures are sitting around 0. Man, I'm gonna be putting that chain up light on pretty soon. She ain't gonna stay this good for a while.
If the convoy is stopped at the chain up, the hill is too steep for the heavy load to get moving again.
We're gonna be coming through there with like several hundred tons of transformer, and on that big grade, you're not gonna get lifted off. There's a strong chance of getting stopped on the hill and unable to get going again. The last thing the highways department wants is that thing in the middle of the road. If they have the chain up lights on at Box Canyon, we're in for a real problem.
Al Quiring is pushing a massive convoy up the coke before mountain weather makes it impossible.
If they have the chain up lights on at Box Canyon, we're in for a real problem. Everything could go wrong. Oh, everything.
If the mandatory chain up lights are on, traffic will come to a crawl and bring the oversized load to a halt.
That's where that mountain corridor starts getting into the high elevation. The important thing is that we don't get stopped.
All right, they're out. Here we go.
Zipping right along. 300,000 pounds, clipping along at like 80. When the chain-up lights come on, traffic starts backing up. And any vehicles blocking this, it's just going to be a game stopper.
This is it right here.
As the convoy arrives at Box Canyon, the chain-up lights are off.
So we're good. We're on the road. That's the important thing.
You just let us know when you see this snow shed, and then we'll shift over to the left side.
It's coming up to the snow shed.
The snow shed has a height clearance of 16.5 feet.
As high as that thing is, we've only got this much to clear. So we need every inch going through that snow shed.
It's not Al's usual role on the coke, but tonight, he's happy to play push truck.
Just along for the ride.
You're close for time being there, Al?
Yeah, we're going to 10-4. Only a couple more poles and then we're in Kamloops.
Just after midnight, The convoy reaches its destination.
Hey, put it on your rotators now there, Al.
With time to spare.
We'll be stopping here over the right side. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, you betcha.
We made it, one piece. Right on. I'll get unpinned and we're on to the next one.
You got to hit the hill right. You got to have the right momentum, the right combination of gears, and you got to have the right operators above all.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, you bet. We made her, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. We'll see you again, Danny.
You can depend on Ella. You bet your boots. He's a good guy, man.
10-4. You can see you again.
You betcha, partner.
They know that when the green truck is at the back, there's never going to be a problem.
It's just another day in the office for me.
You guys have a good trip the rest of the way.
The next morning,
we be trucking.
Gord Boyd brings his wrecker back to the acquiring yard for the last time.
I've put 700,000 kilometers on this truck. This thing's gotten around. I've been driving the same truck now for about 8 years. First week I got into this truck, I picked a loaded cement mixer, 110,000 pounds, off of a probably 12 to 13% grade, and this thing didn't even grunt. Fell in love with the truck that day. It was just like, oh. So many memories.
Gord and his wrecker have tackled some epic jobs together.
Get this thing loaded and get it out of here.
From heavy recovery to tough tow-ups.
Oh, come on.
They've been through it all.
Just like that.
Now, it's time to say goodbye.
I mean, seriously, this is a hell of a piece of equipment. You're gonna miss this old girl. Battle scars up and down this thing. We've knocked all the paint off this thing for a reason. There's been a lot of trucks on the back of this thing. Yeah, and she's been a good truck. It's hard to let go of a good truck. It's like a good horse. You know, you just don't want to let him go.
But Gord has to move on.
Yeah.
He's got a flight to catch to pick up a brand new custom-built truck.
So long, old girl.
Saw Jamie Davis pickup heading up there. Jamie!
In the town of Hope, someone else is getting a new set of wheels.
I don't know what Jamie's doing with that pickup.
I just picked up the new boss truck.
Jamie's stepson, Brandon, is delivering a new truck to the yard.
Jamie will like that. He hasn't seen it yet, and for him, a new truck, that's his Christmas.
For the last 3 winters, Jamie has driven his own special edition pickup truck.
Yeah, I'm Santa today. Coming in the big red sleigh.
Jamie's about to get his first look at his new boss truck.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
Picked up my new ride.
Yeah, not too bad, eh? Oh yeah, it's a good looking truck.
The old Tunder's got a lot of miles on it now, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, time for a new one. We use the Tunders for all kinds of things. To go off-road, winch something out with them, boosting, flagging. They become a real workhorse in our program. You see the metal flake in there?
Oh yeah.
That's what made me fall in love with this color. It pops in the sunlight. in our business, there's always a cycling in and out of equipment. I'm having a great day. Couldn't get any better.
...600 miles northeast. At a shop in Edmonton, Alberta.
I'm about to pick up my new truck.
Gord's about to meet his new ride.
I've been towing now for 36 years. This is the first time I've been given a brand new heavy wrecker. Well, well, well. Isn't that pretty? Well, well, well. Isn't that pretty?
For the first time in his career.
Now that is sweet.
Gord Boyd is about to get the keys to a brand new heavy wrecker.
Wow, that's a beast. Very nice truck. Man, oh man, oh man. This is what I call a wrecker. This is not a tow truck, this is a wrecker.
With 50 tons of pulling power, Gord's now the proud operator of a Vulcan V100 hydraulic wrecker.
Oh, man.
Hey, Gord.
Joel.
How you doing?
Good, man. Thank you.
Technician Joel Lefebvre is on hand to show Gord around the $600,000 truck.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, pretty good looking truck.
I'm liking this. Ooh. This is not a cookie cutter truck. This truck is completely custom built, right from the axles up. Control box, yeah. Oh, hey, I like that. Two speed
winches.
Which for each one?
For each winch, yeah.
Which are nice. Ah.
All those flash.
Those are nice. That's a good idea. When you hit the beacons, it's gonna make it that much safer at night. When it comes to motors, that's the one to have. 550 horse at 2,000 RPM, 2,050 foot-pounds of torque. Look at this. Look at how balanced that is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I love this. Well, let's have a look at the inside. Oh, nice. What do we got here?
For your backup cameras. So you got right side and left side, eh?
Oh, cool. Nice.
Well, should we flash her up?
Oh, cool. Damn, that's cool. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Gord.
Really appreciate what you've done. Absolutely awesome job. We'll just hope Al approves.
Yeah.
It's time to take this baby home and put it to work.
Gord heads west to bring the newest truck in the acquiring fleet home.
My family's business, they see the opportunity to invest with a good piece of equipment and a good driver. It's gonna take us for the next 10 years.
Oh, this thing feels nice. Nothing like a new truck. You get the new truck smell, there's no rattles, everything works the way it's supposed to. I feel pretty confident about this thing. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna like this truck.
In British Columbia,
Downpour there in Chilliwack.
heavy rain has hit the Fraser Valley.
Gonna make the river go up, that's for sure.
Jamie's new boss truck is on its way to a job.
I'm excited.
But it's not Jamie behind the wheel.
It's a beautiful day. It's almost shorts weather.
Gord Lundeen is in Jamie's new ride.
I'm
taking the Tundra because another one of our drivers has my truck.
Right now, we're headed to go help a tandem flatbed, and he's stuck in a mud pit, so we're gonna take the Tundra and see what it can do.
Oh, got the shiny one.
New operator Curtis had just arrived at a farm when he got stuck.
What do you say there, bud?
Well, we're a little lodged. We got this, right? You just tell me we got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Curtis is a new guy that I put the word out for Jamie to hire him, and so now he's giving him a shot.
Come and look what we got going on here.
Yeah, I'd say you're stuck.
Every wheel's sunk in the mud. The field's muck, and he ain't going nowhere.
We're sinking fast.
Yeah, I'd say you're stuck.
Little, right?
Yeah.
On a muddy farm near Chilliwack, BC.
I don't know.
A new operator has bogged down.
Our mission is to get it out of here in one piece.
Curtis was about to haul away a vintage flat deck when his own modern truck got stuck.
I think it's gonna be a good pull, that's for sure.
Gord's brought Jamie's new pickup to help the 21,000-pound flat deck out of the mud.
The new Tundra has a winch on the back end, so I can actually do a recovery with it.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna double it up. We're gonna hook to underneath and put a snatch block on there so we get a lot more strength out of it. Gonna block the wheels so it'll stop dragging. Give it a little bit more braking power. If you want to hop in your truck, just give it a little bit of juice and
see if we can just inch it out.
One sec. Let it get tight. Okay.
This is a big tank stuck.
There you go. Almost. Oh, no. Man, this thing probably weighs like 5-6 times the weight of this Tundra. Yeah. Ease it.
With a little winching.
There we go.
And a little throttle.
It's coming. Look at that. Oh, no, he's out. That's it.
Gord and Curtis are back in business.
We're out. Because we gotta pull that guy out.
Now Curtis can get back to the job he came for.
There we go.
Hopefully Jamie doesn't see this truck. He'll want it.
Hauling a vintage tow truck out of the field.
Okay. Now the games begin. Yeah. Yeah.
By 8 p.m.,
the treasure's worth it in the end.
The old flat deck.
That's good.
And the new one.
Okay, in the garage we go with that one.
Are on their way.
Thanks for all your help,
Always, man. Have a good night, huh?
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
I'm glad I could help Curtis. Nothing got broken, and, you know, we got her done.
"10 miles west in the Fraser Valley."
Oh, this thing feels nice.
Gord Boyd is nearly home in his new ride.
I've almost got it broken in. Almost made friends with this truck. There's nothing like that crisp feel of the transmission. Everything is tight. Yeah, this is gonna be its parking spot from now on. Everything is the way it should be. 650 miles in one day, 13 hours, that's a good day. I cannot wait to get up tomorrow morning and look out and see that thing sitting there.
It's a passion every tow operator shares.
My truck, I've had it now 12 years, and we're all kind of old school, so it's one of those things where you're out on the highway, you want to have something reliable, definitely.
She's a finely tuned instrument, and I really love operating that heavy record. In the right hands, there's not going to be a recovery job out there that you won't be able to do.
I love my old trucks, but it's still the same basic equipment that they've used in the history of big machines. And yeah, it's old school, but they do the job and they do the work.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
I can't even imagine.
A massive rescue.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
Okay, come on.
Becomes a mammoth recovery.
Okay, I'm not happy here.
And a race against time.
Just crack this thing down.
This time on Highway Thru Hell.
I can't even imagine.
A massive rescue.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
Okay, come on.
Becomes a mammoth recovery.
Okay, I'm not happy here.
And a race against time.
Bit of a storm kicking up.
Just crack this thing down.
Got the snow, eh? Hopefully the sun comes out today and melts all that stuff on the road.
This road today is very, very slick. Everything that fell onto the ground snow-wise, it's all gone into a solid sheet of compact ice.
Just outside Hope, BC, Sheldon German makes his daily run up the narrow and winding Highway 3.
The hills, the weather, the corners, you add that all up together and it's just the perfect nightmare.
Just be careful. That is a bad section, all right.
The Coke and Highway 3 are totally different animals. Highway 3 has all kinds of dangers to it. Steep hills, winding corners, and huge drop-offs.
Your day can go to hell, just like that. It doesn't take much to go 1,000 feet down on some of these corners. No one will find you. Ambulance coming right now.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Dispatch checking Charlie 2.
Dispatch Charlie 2 is going to be out of vehicle to do another quick check.
11 a.m.
Search and rescue crew was out looking for somebody and they couldn't find them.
Jamie Davis responds to an urgent call on Highway 3.
I just heard from search and rescue that the vehicle has been located at the Road Flats eastbound. They're just making their way down to it.
A missing driver and his truck have just been found 20 miles southeast of Hope.
see when we get there, but obviously pretty serious.
Chip truck rolled or something up by Manning?
Colin, he'll be up here ahead of us. He went tearing out of the yard there, give him a hand.
Jamie's lead operator, Colin McLean, is already on scene.
Where do you want it?
Oh my God. This thing's a few hundred feet away from the road, a few hundred feet down. I just see a mangled mess.
The driver has been trapped in the semi for almost 2 days.
One of the reasons he wasn't found right away is because he didn't take out any no posts. Concrete barriers were all intact. The GPS doesn't work that well in that area.
We think it rolled over a couple days ago. He's talkative and alert, but he is pinned in the truck.
Search and rescue crews have been on site for an hour.
Gary, are we ready to do this? Yeah. People start getting down.
Preparing to remove the driver.
How you doing there?
Guy's been in that thing for 2 days. I can't even imagine. When I hear the driver's still alive, it was a big, overwhelming feeling. Absolutely a miracle that this guy's still alive.
I need the trailer and the cab tied off.
I could come up with the other truck and get on the back end.
Yeah.
Colin and Jamie run lines to stabilize the wreck 200 feet down.
We're just gonna back in here. Colin's got a couple of lines on.
We have at least 35 people working to save this guy's life right now. We want to make sure that the people that are rescuing the individual are going to be safe.
All we're doing is assisting search and rescue by holding this rig up so that it doesn't slide further down and put their lives at risk.
With winch lines in place, crews work to cut the driver out.
Search and rescue crews are working on the bottom of that unit.
They've done quite a bit of work on the cab to cut the driver free. And they brought out Chilliwack Search and Rescue to pull him up by rope.
I am very shocked to be seeing what's going on right now.
Fellow company driver Ryan Robertson can only watch and hope.
My heart goes out because I'm just putting myself in his position right now. The good news is that he's alive and he's conscious, so he's talking. Hope everything works out and he will be fine.
But the driver's legs are pinned, complicating efforts to cut him out.
They've cut away pretty much most of the back of the tractor. The problem is how bad of a crush zone he's in.
Shifting the cab would give rescue crews better access. But all of Jamie and Colin's winch lines are in use, holding on to the wreck.
We don't want to disconnect where we are right now. The bank is very unstable. What are you thinking, James?
Dude, just trying to come up with some ideas. He's right there, right underneath him. Unbelievable.
It's very frustrating to be there and see this going on and being involved in it and realize there's nothing you can do.
No matter what we do here, it seems to be he's just in the wrong spot, right?
How you doing? Awesome, buddy.
Right here still. I think we need all the trucks we got on that. We almost need another truck here.
You know who might be the closest truck is missing.
Search and rescue requests a third truck.
We're calling in another wrecker, sort of pick up that one driver's side a little bit.
As the rescue effort stretches into dusk, Jamie's mechanic, Brian Rash, brings more fuel for the wreckers.
Holy... My God, that's a long ways down.
This rescue is a major urgency.
And these guys had to go, like, without a moment's notice. So I'm here to give the trucks a drink. I bring you some fuel, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. This was an emergency, go, 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 and...
There's a guy's life hanging in the balance.
The added fuel will allow Colin to power the wrecker's light tower.
Oh, there we go.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
By 6:30 p.m., the third wrecker from Mission Towing is on scene.
Come on back.
Winch lines from the added wrecker will be used to shift the cab to try to get the driver out.
They're free-wheeled. Okay. We're gonna run a couple of lines there. We have the chains rigged up already.
Reach out over top of the truck and lift it up a little bit.
Driver's side, just pull it tight. What are you guys seeing? Getting a little. I see some crush going away.
The cab has shifted, but not enough to extract the driver.
What tranny is this?
I'm gonna guess an 18-speed auto shift.
What, take the tranny out?
I think our next plan will be is to pull the tranny and go in through the floor.
Search and rescue will try a drastic move. Pull the transmission to access the part of the cab that's pinning the driver's legs.
The cab had folded around, and the only way to cut him out of there is to remove the transmission. Now, taking a transmission out of a big truck, upside down, 200 feet down, that's no easy job.
9 hours into the rescue.
You guys got Dusty on site here? Do you need him down there?
Local heavy mechanic Dusty Smith will attempt to pull the 1,000-pound transmission out.
That's something I've never seen in my whole career. And the clock is ticking.
Hey, Colin! Yeah? Tighten up your tractor line a little bit. Take the slack out.
On Highway 3, a life hangs in the balance. Heavy rescue trucks hold the wreck steady as search and rescue works to extract the driver.
He's been trapped in the vehicle for 48 hours. We really need to get this guy out of there quickly.
Everybody's working feverishly to do everything they can to get him out.
A mechanic is trying to remove the transmission so they can pull the driver out.
Running out of fuel.
Oh, what is going on?
The light went out.
Why now?
The slope caused one diesel tank to run dry.
Hang on. Come on.
Under their own lights, the rescue operation continues. But Brian works fast.
Come on.
get the light tower up and running.
Jamie, go ahead to the light tower. It's on. Right there.
There you go.
Jack in business.
Good, that's all I care right there.
And a bit of a lineup.
10 hours in.
I came through there last night, never saw a sign of anything.
News of the rescue has spread in the lineup on Highway 3.
The guy is still inside there.
My heart goes out to him and his family. This is the risk we run running these roads.
Yeah, I've been in there for 2 days now.
By 9 p.m.,
We're definitely in a very critical stage here right now, but nobody's going to give up.
Give him a little tug.
crews have nearly removed the transmission.
Well, hold it. You want to cut these wires here? There you go.
Anything else holding there?
I
think we're good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
The 1,000-pound unit is out.
Okay.
Hold it there, hold it there.
After that, we're done now.
Transmission is out. We have access to the floor.
But I've never, ever heard of anybody pulling a transmission at the side of the road. They're sawing and cutting away around the floorboard to relieve the pressure on his legs so he can get free.
Oh.
See how that boot's getting stuck? That's the only thing holding him in. Everything else is moving.
Side cutters.
That feels loose, you guys. There it is.
Okay, we got it.
Oh my God.
You got him?
Yep.
After a 12-hour rescue,
Team up top. Let's get people ready on the ropes and the rig in here.
Yeah, copy that.
the driver is free.
Pull up, please.
Definitely a rewarding moment when search and rescue.
We're halfway up the hill.
You know, definitely a good feeling.
After sitting here for almost 2 days, upside down, you know, it's an amazing thing that he's alive. Search and rescue volunteers, it's a Class A group. Imagine all the people they've helped and saved all over the years. It's actually a bit emotional to think about, you know, search and rescue and the people that have devoted their time to do this job. And these volunteers put so much effort and care into helping people like this. Good job.
The driver's in serious condition with internal injuries.
Right. Yeah, we got the tranny out, got a hole, reached in, turned his foot.
Wow.
Got him out.
Wow.
The occupant of the vehicle, he's conscious and he's not gonna have to spend a third night.
For Jamie's crew, it's been an emotional night.
This is just Colin's first season. What's he gonna be like in 15 years?
Yeah, you know what? I can't. I just want to put this one behind me. Get it out of the ditch tomorrow. And this one I just want to put behind me as fast as I possibly can. Emotionally, this wreck really has affected me. This one's gonna stick with me for quite a while.
The next morning,
We're heading up to the wreck site from last night's extrication.
Jamie and his crew head up Highway 3 for what could be one of the toughest recoveries in years.
Call for 25 centimeters of snow up there.
Today's forecast threatens the entire operation.
You want to hammer down and get the hell out of here quick?
Jamie has put Colin in charge of the job.
Yesterday left me pretty shaken. I really want to get this wreck out of the ditch and get it over with.
It's a complex recovery that will take 3 heavy wreckers to pull off.
We're gonna position the trucks. We're gonna throw a bunch of lines on it. We're all gonna go fishing.
The B train will be Colin's biggest challenge in his first winter in BC.
What do you think?
I don't have
It's got multiple axles, 2 trailers. It's got to be close to 64 feet in length. It's a large unit to recover up that embankment.
This is probably one of the largest units that runs over the highways. A Super B train loaded with chips is a huge machine.
We still have some of the chains and stuff left on it from last night, right? Figuring we'll just drag the thing up on its side and then do the flip up here. We're gonna snatch block these up. Okay, come on, come on, come on. We got work to do.
Jamie's cousin Paris is on scene to carry rigging down the 30-degree slope.
Okay, you see where the fuel tank is?
Yeah.
There's a chain there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you. Good.
The embankment that we're working on is very, very steep grade. It's muddy, snowy, it's been raining, there's lots of rocks. It's just not a good place to be working.
Due to the snowfall and avalanche risk being increased to moderate, we will be piloting vehicles through the work zone.
With 10 inches of snow in the forecast and a heightened avalanche risk,
There's quite an area where there's avalanche chutes down here.
Highways has given Jamie a critical job.
It's single-lane alternating, but it's 7 kilometers, so they're using a pilot car.
Transportation authorities are worried that we'll have a backup of cars sitting right in the avalanche path. They've asked us to pilot, and that's what we're doing here.
With Jamie tied up, Colin has the B train rigged and ready to pull.
All of you, these cables are under a ton of pressure, all right? A ton.
If you hear a twing, duck.
Pretty much anywhere in between all of these lines is a danger zone.
Even with its load of wood chips scattered down the embankment, winching the empty wreck up the slope will be an enormous pull. Lines from 3 wreckers rigged to the heavily damaged B train will try to pull it 200 feet up the bank.
The strategy with the pull is slow and steady, and we're just gonna kind of all work together. My winches are a little faster. I just don't want to pull the tractor up ahead of it. I'm just...
Okay, Colin, ready?
Okay, Paris, tighten them up. A lot of weight there, boys.
The massive wreck creeps up the bank.
You're good.
But the fragile rig is falling apart.
I
can start to hear things cracking and popping. I can start to see that the trailer's tearing apart.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. Go on, hold it.
On Highway 3, Colin and the crew race an incoming storm
More in the blue.
to recover a colossal wreck.
Tight. On board. Hold it. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on.
They're quite large trailers. They're very tall. They're very flimsy as well. They have no roof. There's not really a frame to them.
This truck is wrecked. It's all out of shape.
Colin needs to move the wreckers to get a better angle. But that means blocking the road.
All right, let's reposition. Where's Jamie?
We're gonna reposition, then we're gonna require a full shutdown.
We'll get over as far as we can, and then we'll just pull it up and over.
We're moving here, westbound, the lineup's moving.
Jamie pilots the last vehicles through
We're coming down anyway, slowly.
before a 20-minute closure starts.
We're getting her done.
To pull off the recovery,
That's gonna be close.
the wreck needs to clear the concrete barrier.
I'm kind of hoping to use the no posts as a bit of a lever to get it to a point where it'll just sort of flip over on itself.
These guys are just gonna head off to the left. John's gonna basically pull straight forward, and we pretty much got it.
With the highway shut down, Jamie's traffic duties are on hold.
We only can do a 20-minute closure,
Yeah, we should have it.
so 20 minutes. So it's starting now.
This is getting to the tense moment. When the units come up over a bank, that's usually the hardest part of the pull.
Let's go. Let's start pulling. You're 6 minutes into your 20 minutes. 6 minutes into the 20.
But Jamie spots a problem.
Is that a bad deal? Should be on the bottom end, right?
Yeah, I don't like the bottom end because it's cracking right there on the seam.
See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip this over on here to reposition that. You need to be low.
But it can't be on the bottom because it's breaking right there. So we gotta move it somewhere else.
I think that the guys themselves are beginning to get a little frustrated.
Just go to the bottom. It's not gonna rip.
It's ripping right here. It already has.
Okay.
And it was kind of time for me to step in there, you know, being the boss and guide this thing through.
You know, you see there's a hole beside that middle frame. See the hole?
I see the hole, yeah.
You know, he's been in this situation before, and it's time for me to sort of step back and do some learning.
So see his one there, that one?
Top one?
Yeah, go below the spring.
Okay.
Get that changed. We'll change this one too. Lower that one somewhere low. We had some lines hooked to the top end, which makes it want to flip over. We don't want it to flip over right now. We want to get it up on its side, up to the guardrail. And then once it gets to the barriers, then go to the high line. Okay, out and up.
Good?
Okay, we're good. Let's not waste much time here. You can start doing a little bit of pulling on your bottom end.
Good, let me in.
Stand back.
Nice and easy.
You guys doing good? Yeah, just kind of keep up with them. This one here. Blue line, blue line. Leave that one alone. It's scary. I hate that.
The trailer's just crumbling.
Jamie's 20-minute highway closure is running out.
Let's try to get it up, and then we gotta stop and open the road. Let's just keep going till you run out, okay? And if this thing blows in half, it blows in half. It's junk anyway.
Oh, Colin.
Keep going. Everybody pull till you can get to where you get, and then we're gonna open the road again. Keep going, John. Everybody hold. That thing is a mess. So everybody resets, stops, traffic,
Yeah.
and then we'll do another closure, okay?
Are you gonna go back to piloting traffic?
Yeah.
Time to roll.
This storm's coming, and it's just getting worse, so better pattern.
But moving traffic past the recovery is slowing things down.
Is your crew ready to go? Barry's jonesing to get it on now.
Get it going now?
The freezing levels are expected to drop to sea level here.
Just do it? Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I'll go do that.
Okay, so change of plans. Temperature is expected to drop here in the next few hours, so they want this thing out and now.
Traffic stop?
Highways wants us to make it happen.
With traffic shut down,
Jamie says pull it.
there's no time to finesse the job. The storm is bearing down, and the wreck needs to be up to the road.
We're in a high-pressure situation. We've got the road closed. I've got all this men and equipment out there. And, you know, we have to make these decisions.
Not that one, not that one. This one.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, they have to be made.
I'm too close, man. Hope it doesn't hit my truck.
Blue one.
And that's what being in charge is all about.
I'm not happy here.
Stop.
This is gonna roll right into me.
Okay, move ahead.
John repositions.
So the plan is right now, they're gonna try to flip this whole thing over.
But the landing zone is cramped.
Tighten up.
Colin, come on out of there. Let's come out of here. We all gotta get out of here.
We have this cliff edge on one side that the truck's on, and we basically have a rock face on the other.
Let's start winching this thing. Let's break it. And then that's gonna break. Everybody out of here. Just crack this thing down like that. Watch your other guy.
No. Hang on. It's gonna hit.
Express my concern a little bit that we're too close and it's gonna hit the truck.
You should come around the corner. Whatever happens.
But he's the boss, he says keep pulling, so that's what we're gonna do.
Stay on the other side, Sean.
You know, we have to do a little rip and tear here to get this job done. Don't like it. But in this case, it's more of a salvage job than it is a recovery.
Do you think it's gonna hit your truck?
Jamie, watch that line.
Whatever happens.
On Highway 3,
It's gonna hit.
Jamie's crew is in a race to get a 70-ton wreck up to the road. The trailers have split apart.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. My heart's beating a bit.
And a door has made contact.
Oh, there.
Best way to separate those two things were to actually use brute force of the wreckers.
Let's all get in here.
Get this out of my way.
Nobody really factored in the fact that the door would split open and come back and hit 126.
Okay, come on, keep going. Need more hands.
How much damage is to the truck?
You know, a little bit of unfortunate damage, but it's cosmetic.
What a deal that was. Poor truck.
Look at Jamie's truck.
It hit the truck?
Oh, it hit the truck. Look at the trailer.
HR 116 was also struck.
I didn't see.
Oh, I did. Things broke, everybody's fine. I'm not happy. But whatever, nobody's hurt, so that's okay.
We're working in tight quarters here, and you know, you send your ships out to battle, and sometimes they come back with some battle scars.
With traffic backed up and a storm moving in,
They're saying snow. You can see it coming down the mountain.
Jamie's crew is running out of time.
We gotta chain this so that it doesn't move on us, right here. And then we're gonna put 2 tow trucks, one on either side of this thing. Yeah, so you're gonna go from this leg, Paris, around that leg, and then over to the hole. There's a hole up and on top. Okay.
The rear trailer is rigged
Yeah, this will work.
to be dragged to a pullout down the road.
There we go.
We all good?
Yeah, I'm here, ready to go.
Once they go, they can't stop.
Put the 2 trucks on it and just drag it up the hill.
This is really becoming a pivotal moment in the recovery job. You know, we have the highway blocked off. It's been blocked off too long. Opening the road is job 1 here. The quicker, the better.
We have a storm kicking up again.
But the biggest part of the job,
Coming down good.
the tractor and its front trailer,
I would almost be over here.
still need to get over the concrete barrier and onto the road.
You guys should be able to manipulate this on here and then hook the front end of it up, drag it down to the first pullout, leave the back end wherever you can dump it, and then we're out of here. Highway said, look, get it done now, make it happen, because we're expecting colder temperatures and weather's imminent. He made the right call, because look what happened.
To get this truck over the no post, it's going to take lift and pull. 1 truck on the front, 1 truck on the back. This truck weighs about 18,000 pounds, so it's a lot of weight to pull over a no post.
John, let him sit for a minute and put this up.
Up?
Boom this whole thing up.
Come up.
Yeah. Way up, high. Just go right up. There you go. Just leave that one a little slack. Leave that one a little slack.
Little slack, yeah.
Boom up. Way up.
Boom up.
Out and up. Out and up. Out, out. Go up.
Go. You're going down on the fuel tank.
On the fuel tank.
Let's be careful here. Let's just think about this.
We've got to be careful. We could have a fuel tank get ruptured.
How about we let ours down? Let your end down. Blue line down.
Blue line down.
Yeah, right, like that. Okay, good. Good. Suck the boom in. Watch those castings can break where he's pulling on. This thing's gonna come like this. It's gonna go whoop.
This is dangerous, man.
Just winch them both in now. Does everybody come out of here? That thing's gonna come flying down here, right? You might have the fiberglass. Come on, call it. Back, buddy. John, hold it.
We're trying to do the backflip over the high jump here.
Be careful. We're loaded up heavy here. This is where it gets stressful.
We got to get this thing up and over the no post.
Go on ahead a little bit. Stop. Let your high line down. Okay, now a little more. John, slow down, John. Slow down.
The tractor is on the road.
Let's cut loose that top line.
This one, yeah, yeah.
But the trailer still straddles the no post.
let their bottom one out a bit? Who's over there? All right, John!
This is dangerous, man.
On Highway 3, it's a rush job to clear a wreck.
All right, John!
And get the road reopened.
Hook it up and get it out of here.
To dislodge the trailer from the concrete barrier, Jamie needs a new plan.
Well, we need to do an overhead lift on the trailer here because the truck's over the barriers here, but the trailer isn't. So we've got to get a winch line over top of this thing.
The trailer is lassoed with a line from the mission wrecker.
Yeah, there it is. We're gonna go around the landing gear here, and we have to lift the trailer up, boom out, and then when he pulls ahead a little bit, the trailer will swing around and then drop it off. Hey, we're there. Hook it into there. Yeah, I've got him ready. You just lift up till you're comfortable. Nice. I'm gonna have him go ahead a little bit, okay? Stop. Could probably disconnect you altogether. Perfect.
The landing gear is finally over the no post.
Okay, you're clear.
This whole trailer is going to be dragged behind that tractor to the nearest pullout.
The front half of the trailer is still attached to the truck. My role is to drive forward to get it over the no post.
Stand back. It's gonna hit the front of that.
But the wreck is still
Not straightening out.
putting up a fight.
Just can't win.
I know, it just beating us to the ground. You know what it is? It's the front end.
Something is preventing the trailer from straightening out.
It's right here. This is what the problem is. What's happening now is the muffler on the front corner's keeping it from turning straight. So they're gonna pull it and hopefully get it by the muffler.
I'm gonna stay hooked up to the tractor. One of the other wreckers is gonna hook up to the back of the trailer.
Careful, careful.
I'm gonna slowly pull forward, and that should pull the trailer around in behind me.
Hold it. Hold it. Pull a bit. We're almost by. A little more. John, a little bit. John, a little bit.
On Highway 3, Jamie's crew clears the last piece of a massive wreck.
Leave it straight now. Okay, John.
The final step, drag the trailer and its mangled tractor to a pullout up the road.
We're almost there, and it's almost nightfall, so we're good. Okay, buddy, good job. See you back at the shop.
After the epic recovery and adrenaline-filled rescue, Jamie's crew can finally breathe.
They're here. They had to cut the transmission out of the truck to get the guy out.
As we're heading down the mountain, we're definitely thinking about the driver.
He's busted up pretty good, but he's still here.
And we're just really hoping that he's going to pull through.
In critical condition, they said.
It was the most emotional wreck this winter. Dozens of people pulled together to get the driver out alive.
Looking back at the job, this has to be one of the largest rescue efforts that I've seen in all my days. Everybody did everything they possibly could to get him out of there.
The next morning, Jamie's crew is back for the final cleanup.
Today, the job is just to pick this stuff up and get it down to the yard.
The idea is just to stuff it in. What a mess. It was kind of a rough and dirty way of doing this, but there's really nothing to save here, you know?
2 days after the truck driver was rescued,
Anybody here if the guy survived in the end, or?
comes word of the driver's condition.
He didn't make it.
We get some really bad news.
It's a big letdown for everybody, and it's sad. It's very sad for his family.
It just brought everybody down.
Oh, I can remember his voice and remember he was just strong. He was a strong man.
When I found out the news that the driver had passed, it hit me. It hurt. It's a tough one to swallow, that one. Still is. You know, to have him pass just hit everybody.
Tough day.